Welcome, viewers, one and all, to our Storyteller Swap Saturday, where we on Grim Scenarios feature people from our community who don't get to storytell on stream as much. And our guest storyteller today is Angelo.
Hello.
Angelo will be running a device of his own devising, a torture device called Child of Loki, which is a Xaan featured script.
Yeah, it's going to be good, I think. There's quite a few different little interactions that we can employ here for both sides of the alignment spectrum. So, be pretty good. Shall we build it back?
Yeah, let's shall.
All right. So
the first idea I have when I look at this script is to put in a Xaan.
Yep.
And a face-up outsider.
A face-up outsider, okay. Let's see.
And then force, like, the zealot to be the recluse or something to be the marionette. So it is actually a Xaan 1 when it is. Looks like a Xaan 2.
Forced. Okay, so then you're saying don't put a demon token in?
Yeah.
I think I love that. So we'll put in Zealot and Recluse. We will effectively make it a Xaan 1, and then we'll force one of those to be the marionette. Ooh, spicy, Jules, spicy. Let's do it. Okay, cool. So then, let's go with... Do we want Little Monster or not, is basically the question.
So on some level it doesn't matter because we can make the neighbor either a minion or a demon.
Oh yeah, we could decide that later.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So second minion can be... Have Marionette... Oh, I'm sorry, that is Marionette. Marionette and Xaan are the two minions, and then possibly third.
Yeah.
Great.
So I would like to load that up with all the First Night stuff.
All three of them? Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean all five of them? Six
sure.
of them.
Yeah, and we can give out about, like, half bad info, I think.
Do we want to save one of these for a bluff, is what I'm thinking. Swap out one of them for a bluff. Because, like you're saying, we get half bad, but if we give one of the pieces of... Well, one of the slots of good information to an evil player, that might be beneficial.
Yeah,
I don't think I
don't
Dreamer.
have strong feelings about any of these. The only one that's really irritating, I think, is Dreamer in a Marionette game.
Mm-hmm.
And Dreamer is hard to bluff unless they have a Widow. So.
Yep. So if we commit to Little Monster, we can just make the third minion a Widow, and then not really mind it. Or I think let's get rid of Pixie. We'll give them a Pixie to mess around with bluffs. I'm thinking probably Imp with this setup.
That's my inclination too. I think that's a very good one with.
Cool. Do we want to... Night Watchman is also a first night-ish role. We could throw that in there as well.
I think that makes people... I think that's one of those things where they get a real clean solve on when the Xaan night is, so...
Let's go Sage, Seamstress, that's another first night-ish. One of these is going to be gobbled up. Artist Mayor? Actually, maybe I want a monk.
I like monk, I think, more than...
Or the mayor?
Mayor is fine.
Looks like
I
chat
think,
is
we want to
looking-
reduce the amount of, like, info.
Yeah, we can go monk instead. Chat's looking like they want a vigor. I don't necessarily mind that.
Oh, vigor. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Vigor, Zon, Marionette are probably the two weakest minions to Vigor kill on this script, but I mean it's still poisoning, so I guess that's not that bad.
Yeah, it can. They have the chance to spread out the poisoning if they want.
Yeah.
Basically.
You guys want Vig? Sounds like they want Vig. Okay, we can do it Vig. Then I probably want to maybe leave out Mayor, because a Vigor Poison Mayor is a thing you have to do sometimes, but not a thing that I feel like doing today. I think this bag is probably fine. We will
Yeah,
take one.
Chadrain, we're gonna force. We're gonna force one of these outsiders to be the marionette.
Yeah, it's a super cool idea that Jules had. So it will be a Zon 1, and then we'll just see which one. Which one? It'll probably be the Zealot. Because I think we'd probably want to take some heat away from Recluse for Marionette shenanigans. Okay, what do you think, Jules? Are we good to send these out?
Hang on, Chet is telling me that we've got too many townsfolk, and I'm trying to figure out. I think that's right.
We technically have too many
One of
townsfolk
them
because
is
one of
gonna
them is
be
going to be a demon.
a demon, and
It's a Zon 1.
and we're actually -1 outsider.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, Zon is creating a -1.
Yeah.
Which, wait, then, chat,
Yeah,
if,
no, that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
but then what's the point, really, of having a Vigor if we're going to be at -1 outsiders anyway?
Yeah.
I guess it's going to hide the fact that it's a Zon, because they're going to be like, oh, it's just a Vigor.
Yeah. So
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, okay, let's send it out, and I'm going to send them immediately to sleep as soon as I do this. You have your tokens. Good night.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's have a look at the
Wazak.
land here.
Wazak the Marionette. We could just turn Leroy into the demon and have Dreamer be one of the bluffs. I don't...
Dreamer's a
Leroy
very
is the...
hard bluff.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have two other ones, but I think Leroy is the type to where he'll give a Dreamer bluff a shot.
Okay.
Um...
I'm down.
Let's do that. So that means we're gonna change Leroy bot is gonna be the Vigor. The bluffs are gonna be Pixie, Dreamer, and do we give them another outsider? Probably not. I don't think it's actually we don't want them to actually because we're trying to push a lower number. Town Crier or Mayor? They already have an ongoing info. Let's go Mayor.
Sure. The demon's not mobile, so
Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, let's bring in Seth. Hello,
Good morning.
Seth. Good morning. Your minion is Seth. Your demon is Leroy Bot.
Oh, this will be fun. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Cool, cool.
all right. Let's let Leroy Bot know his demon info, including
Yeah.
who is the demon.
Yep. Hello, Leroy Bot.
Hello.
I
Who's
just
my
wanted
demon?
to. I just
And
wanted to
my
let
other
you
minion?
know. I'm sorry.
Who's my demon and my other minion?
You're actually a lot closer than I think you realize, Leroy. Please change your token, and this is not a joke. Please change your token to the Vigor Mortis token.
Oh no!
Like, not a joke. Please do that. You are the evil Vigor Mortis.
Oh no!
Yep. Wazak is your marionette and one of your minions. And Seth is your other minion.
Other.
And again, I stress that we are not messing with you.
Well,
You ready for the bluffs?
no.
Okay, here they are. Pixie, Dreamer, because we're so nice, and Mayor.
That's not nice.
We're so nice.
You turned me into the Vigor.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I blame
I'll
chat.
do
Bye.
it To you. Oh, goodness. Okay, great. Let's see here. Librarian is going to see...
So I think Librarian we want to give true info to.
Yeah, oh, that's right, because today is Zonex. Yeah, I think I agree. We'll show a recluse between Nor and... who is going to be the red herring for Nocturne? I think...
Hanley?
Hanley's fine. Yeah, Hanley's fine. So do we give recluse between Nor and Hanley?
Yeah, I like that.
Obviously, Hanley's not going to claim recluse, but that's fine. Let's bring in Eskel. Hello, Eskel. You've been doing some fine reading, and you are reading about folks who don't really want to be part of town too much. There's a recluse somewhere between Nor and Hanley.
Between Nor, down there, and Hanley. Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, great. Fortune Teller goes next, and we'll probably give likely bunk information on the Fortune Teller. I'm just going to kind of wing it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Hello, Nocturne.
Hello!
Please pick 2 players.
It would be my pleasure to pick Wazuk and Ginger and see what their future holds for them.
Sure, you select Wazak and Ginger, and you learn that yes, one of them is the demon.
I knew it. Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it really mattered what we gave there. I think yes is as good as any.
Yeah, I think so.
Seamstress, let's see what Andy wants to do. We will probably give true info to Andy here. Oh, he's coming. Hello!
Hello.
Would you like to use your ability?
Think I'm gonna hold off.
Okay, you got it. Thank you. Cool. Smart. Probably lie to Civ, especially with the red herring on Hanley.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that real quick.
Hello.
Civ. Clocks only turn one way, buddy.
That makes sense.
Clockwise.
Clockwise it is.
Mhm.
Probably no demons about then. I'd expect the clocks to be going backwards if there were.
Definitely no demons. What are you
Great.
talking-
Thank you for this security in life.
You're
Good night.
welcome. Outstanding. And then the general. Alright, so who have we poisoned tonight? We have poisoned the Fortune Teller and the Shugenja. We could give Ginger bad info. What's the real state of the game right now? Probably evil winning, because the Shugenja's pointing away from an evil player.
And the fortune teller is pointing at the general.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so what do you... I'm more of like a 5-star kind of guy. I think... Do we just say straight good?
I think it may be difficult to say straight good if we assume all info is true, because the Shugenja is pointing at the fortune teller who is purporting to have found the demon on the general. So I might just
Yes,
go
fair. Slightly evil?
Yeah, that's
What
not
else do
bad.
we have? We have a librarian who's seeing a true recluse. That's going to be a confirmation pair. Yeah, I think slightly evil is probably fine. Cool. Hello, Ginger.
Hello. Oh, I'm forgetting my hat
How could you, of all people, forget a hat?
because I have a cat on my lap.
Cat
Here,
and a hat.
I will show chat the cat that's on my lap.
Oh my goodness. Look at the cat. Look at the cat next to the hat.
He's no longer on my lap.
That's great.
Hopefully, chat is loving the cat. I'm gonna put him up back on my lap. All right. How about this general information? The hat.
Yeah, everything rhymes here. I would probably say, given the state of the Grim right now, us as storytellers, we believe that evil is slightly winning.
Evil. Slightly. So I'm guessing you work on a 5-point scale.
Yeah, I like 5-star.
Okay. Beautiful.
Or like, I guess 4.1, as Milk might say. I don't really give neutral all that often, but I can.
Okay. All right. Noted. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Good stuff. I think we are good. The only thing that Xaan has done this game is protect itself with Shugenja information and throw sus on the marionette and the general. I think that's okay.
Let us not forget that the Lost is also poisoned tomorrow when we wake up.
That is a great point. That is a wonderful point. Okay, cool. Well, let's go wake him up, and we'll give him some time.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for being here. As you can see, Jules in chat, Angelo, we're both dead. One of you did it, and I'm actually a little upset about it.
Aww.
So, yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Figure it out. Avenge us, please.
Nah.
You have some time.
Sorry, Angelo.
Oh, thanks, Andy.
I'm sorry, Angelo. I'm
Oh,
not that
thanks.
sorry.
Thanks, Hanley. Oh.
A lot of people not that sorry, I noticed.
Yeah. Okay. How did this happen? Oh, Austin 20.
Oh, no. But are you telling me
Okay.
that you might have said...
I'm just doing the reverse hard claim here. So you now have to tell me what I am.
I'm claiming that you are the mutant.
That's cool. That's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. I'm just going to slap the Night Watchman token down.
The Dreamer pair. Oh no, you're not Widow. So that's not.
No, I'm not Widow.
great. Okay, I got Mayor Dreamer Pixie.
Mayor Dreamer Pixie. Which one do you want?
None. What am I gonna do?
I just don't want to step on your toes. So
God, how funny. We have no way out for me. So like, if they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me.
So yeah.
I might play around with an outsider.
Okay.
We'll see what we hear in town first.
Yeah. I mean, you should really go see if there's a zealot. Zealot's a really easy bluff.
Yeah, no, but
Mhm.
it's a little risky, I think. If I can get through like
Finally,
Hey, Nocturne, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, mate. So I have decided that you're the general.
Okay, I can be the general.
Yeah, excellent. What are you
Okay.
deciding for me then?
I'll decide that you are... Okay. I've heard of a Shigenja pointing in your direction, so I think I'm gonna decide that
Wonderful.
you're the recluse.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a good decision, I think, on your part. I'm
Okay.
definitely not evil, that's for sure.
No, why would you be?
No, I mean, there's nothing to indicate that. Shigenja's probably not even real.
Well, it could be a Xan 1.
Yeah, it could. No point
You
in
being
pushing
the
on
one
that.
outsider because you are the recluse.
Yep.
Okay. We've learned
Actually, you
less.
might.
All right.
Okay, Ginger.
Beautiful. Sounds good.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, Jules has chat. Gotta go. Bye.
Don't worry. I told Nora specifically, Nora is not my marionette, and then winked. But I also said wink. So it was very, very iconic.
Okay. Good. No, not ambiguous at all.
Of course not. Just like yesterday when I told everyone I was not the damsel. Gotta change it up.
Yeah.
But, alright. Alright, let's figure this out.
I will check in on what the artist question was in the night with Angelo. Although we may hear it in town. Lost and Tony are often quite direct with how they act on their information.
Yeah, I have to. What else can I do with it? Potential of a Zan, so might as well put numbers out there.
That is true. Reasonable. Do you want to be librarian confirmed?
Are you able to librarian confirm?
I am able to librarian confirm. I'm not able to librarian confirm you, but we can just pretend like I'm librarian confirming you, and then hopefully the demon kills you instead of my real pain.
But don't make me an accomplice in your madness.
No, but like it makes sense. Don't worry about it. Okay?
Yes. Okay. Tell me what you did see at least.
Am I gonna tell you the truth?
No.
Just talked to an artist who said they were holding it.
Okay.
But maybe that person is not the artist.
Maybe.
Are you the artist?
Maybe.
Okay, you're not the artist. Cool.
I'm not. I'm the sweetheart.
Oh, okay. Well, you're obviously not the sweetheart, Andy, since you just posited to the Xan 1 world. And talked about an artist question. But that is fine. I am either the sage or mayor, and you're telling me you're either the sweetheart or the artist, correct?
You are probably making a mistake there.
I am what?
Been to work. I've been like, people are exhausting, and now we're playing Clocktower.
Yes, nothing like being more social after a day of dealing with people.
Yeah, always fun. Love being a service worker.
Yes, another feeling. Yesterday was the first time, right? I've played a lot of Minecraft. I've been screwed over by a lot of Minecraft. Never thought I'd be screwed over by Minecraft in work. Where my work is directly opposite a showcase, a cinema place where Minecraft just released. Every half an hour, a new slew of people coming in.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we'll whisper.
That was not helpful at all. I know. Andy said wants to kill me because I'm one of 4 demon candidates, and that was literally the entire conversation. So you missed 0 things.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Welcome back, everyone. Take some time, chat amongst yourselves. We'll start with the Lost and Tony.
Well, hello, everyone. I and Tony here are just your village artists, and today, because it seemed safe, I asked if the demon sat within Nocturne through Andy inclusive clockwise, and was told no. So, in one of the very few things where I could be receiving misinformation, we know the demon's on either side of me, which is kind of scary.
So, we nominating the Lost then?
Why?
Such
a bold claim.
I was reading the script while sitting alone in town, and I saw a town crier. So just a reminder that's here.
Now that this is public, I was left alone on the square, town square. So I was guessing somebody took a consult. That was Lost and Tony. So either they decided to bluff this, or they just have this info.
Nominations are open.
Well, we got 4 shots at this, so Lost will nominate Civ.
The Lost nominates Civ. Why?
1 down, 3 to go, I guess.
Civ, your defense.
I'm a Shigenja with the clockwise, which is really interesting with the lost information.
It will take 6 votes in 3, 2, 1. Six is enough. Civ is marked for execution.
I think, yeah. Why? I think Civ is good and is pointing at someone that I had a pretty suspicious conversation with and claimed 2 roles that I've already heard from other players, including Artist.
Second call for nominations.
Oh, has anyone got any counter arguments?
I will nominate Wazak.
Elisa nominates Wazak. Why?
So we can get some very nice town crier information.
Wazak.
Yeah, let's get as much information as we can.
It will take 6 votes to tie. 7 to execute Wazak in 3, 2, 1. Three, not enough. Ginger?
Ginger nominates Hanley.
Ginger 2. Hanley, why is that?
1, I didn't get the chance to speak to Hanley, which was just rude. But 2, apparently is in double claims with has given 2 roles to people, and both have been hard claimed elsewhere. It could potentially be a Pixie, it could potentially be a Sarah, but if a Shigenja is pointing clockwise, which is kind of strange, of course, going with the Lost's artist information, I think. I think it might at least be something to go for.
Hanley, your defense.
My first chat was with the Shigenja, who I hard claimed to. Civ knows my exact role. I might have lied to Nora. I didn't really believe what Nora told me, to be honest.
It'll take 6 votes to tie. 7 to execute Hanley in 3, 2, 1.
Alyssa, yeah.
I will remind that this is a little monster script, so this is really the only day you can accurately act on lost information until that's ruled out.
Can I nominate Ginger, please?
Nocturne to Ginger. Why?
I'm getting good vibes from Civ, and if we trust the artist, information today is the only day, then I think Ginger's as good a shout as any.
Ginger.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfectly viable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just know that if you believe Civ's information then as well, that has to be between Nocturne and Eskel would have to also rely as a minion if the Lost is sober.
Once again, 6 to tie, 7 to execute Ginger. 3, 2, 1.
I mean, right now I think Nora and Ginger are good, so...
Approaching final call,
Yeah,
you have about
I'm trying to look
15
myself,
seconds.
but... Yeah.
Interesting, I have the opposite rate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Civ is executed. Civ dies. Go to sleep.
I was going to ask you what the Lost's question was, but it came up immediately, so there it is.
Yeah, yep. I think that worked out really well. I think that the Lost and Tony asking that artist question is not bad, but I do wonder if she realized that there was a little nonsense on the script, which does power down that info quite a bit anyway. But still, cool.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's go to our monk. Hello, who are you going to shake your cross at?
I have nothing. I have nowhere worth predicting.
You have 11 choices.
I do have 11. Well, 12. Because
you have...
I can... Oh, no, not yourself. Monk is not yourself.
No. I assume you're not going to pick a dead player.
Well, Well, on the script there is like very few reasons to think. Not at all, actually. Let's protect Ginger because no one kills the cats.
Okay, sure. You choose Ginger. You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Interesting
I don't
choice.
think Ginger's
pretty hard framed by the information.
Yeah.
So
let's go to Leroy.
I'm mad at you guys for this.
Why?
I'm gonna go sage hunting.
Okay.
Alyssa.
You choose Elisa. You got it.
All right. Bye.
Bye. That's not the sage.
Close, but no cigar.
It is close. All right. Speaking of fortune teller, let's go. Sober info now. Hello, Nocturne.
Hello.
Please choose 2.
I'm going to check Seth and Noor today.
You select Seth and Noor, and you get... Yes, one of them is the demon.
Don't like that. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Doesn't like it.
Thought...
What's not to like?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought about not registering Noor there,
Surely,
because she's...
Surely Noor isn't the Vigor Mortis.
Yeah, but I like how that leaves Seth as a candidate who kind of needs to be double-checked, right? So I think that's probably good. Let's go to our seamstress and see if Andi would like to use it. How about night 2?
What night do you say?
How about night 2? Or night...
I'm gonna be greedy, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
And not use it.
Not use it. Yeah.
Okay. You got it. Best of luck.
Good times.
Best of luck. All right, sober and healthy. General information. Evil's probably slightly winning here. That artist question is damning for the...
Yeah, I don't think you could say that Evil is strongly winning yet.
No.
Like, I think the info is going to start colliding, and people are going to figure out that chunks of it are wrong.
Yes.
But it's just too early. Town is too alive. People aren't tunneling on things yet.
Town is too alive. Yeah, I think we're going to go slightly evil. Which means Ginger gets slightly evil 2 nights in a row, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hello, Ginger Penguin.
Hello.
There are 0 changes on the front lines. Evil is slightly winning.
I didn't want to evil slight.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I didn't want to kill Civ. I wanted to kill someone who didn't want to die. Like, well, I mean, Civ didn't want to die, but regardless. But either way, beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool. I think we are... I think we're good.
I think so too.
Yes, Gambling. Jormungandr is a child of Loki. Specifically the one that is like that big serpent that's like swirling around the earth and stuff. I don't know. I did a little bit of light research on it because it made sense. I think we're good to go wake him up. Good morning, everyone who isn't Elisa. Take some time.
Rude.
But that's not me.
You were supposed to kill me, not Star Pass.
Well, everybody I talked to are the people that are already still here. Hi, Tony.
Hello again, Seth. How are you?
Okay. Mine could have been a random snipe. I don't it could be a widow's game, but I don't see the value of a self-poisoning widow.
Yeah, we don't have a widow's call, so
Yeah.
it's like a politician is hiding it, but we don't.
Did you claim monk to anybody?
One person?
Okay, who?
Was that?
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
How's it going for you?
It's going okay, is what I said, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My feeling is based on my character, in case you didn't get it.
I did get that part, but
Okay.
I don't think what meh represents on this rules list that I'm looking at.
I think you can figure it out.
Okay, I'll try to. I will say that my current state will translate into worried.
Worried.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Cool. I have an outsider claim, but they didn't claim what outsider they were.
I have my outsider.
Leroy said he didn't like any of the bluffs and might try to move into an outsider. So, yeah, it's not clear at all.
We're doing okay. We went from neutral to good. But I presume that's either based on, it could be a Xan 2, or it's the artists got good info yesterday that we can use.
I don't know. I hate this world, but when I chatted to Alyssa, she was like, okay, what minion would bluff your role? And she said, Serenovus with a vigor as a demon. So there's a non-zero world that Alyssa is just the Serenovus, and it's a bigger game and you're vigor poisoned.
Ooh, that
have for me.
Oh, if I'm going with what evil bluff, I'm going to tell you I'm the widow.
No. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fun. But no, yeah, I mean, what bluff are you going to use to convince me you're not evil? I just said
Oh.
it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The widow.
Oh, okay.
Does that work? Yeah.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Actually, I was going to give you my actual hard claim. I've been lying to people, telling them that I'm the town crier. I am not the town crier.
Mm-hmm.
I am the general. So if you want to get rid of me, you're more than welcome to, but my reads the last 2 nights have been the same, which have been slightly evil. And it's a 5-point scale because I asked.
Okay.
So I think it might be a widow game. I'm not sure. What outsiders have you heard? I've heard of a recluse and a zealot so far.
I have just a claim of someone who is an outsider. They didn't give me any role. They just said I am an outsider. So.
Okay. I mean, if you guys want to kill me, that's fine. But that artist question is so killer.
And Nocturne didn't give me anything. Nocturne was just kind of doing bits, which was fine.
Yeah.
He could very much be good in doing that. But yeah, I'm just kind of interested in going that direction. I think just socially. And Nor gave me Mare or Sage, so I figured that was either evil bluff or probably like a good information role that doesn't want to be targeted.
I think Nor's lying, but you can't read into Nor lying on day one.
Yeah.
They are definitely very defensive bluffs. My hope is that she's the Night Watchman.
To be honest.
Yeah, on this script, I think the only one we need to be concerned about is the politician, really.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. That's one outsider then. I found. Okay, excellent.
I've heard of another, but I haven't found one.
Okay, gotcha. Cool, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Take some time, chat amongst yourselves.
If there is a town crier, could other people nominate the Seth, Nor, or Ginger just so I'm not doing it every day?
I wonder if we're focusing on the wrong world. There is a general with 2 knights of slightly evil.
Yeah, but that could be just a minion up the top half.
There are 2 sets of information that point at Ginger North.
I would love to hear that information. That being said, again, 2 nights of slightly evil.
Yes. A fortune teller has yeses on all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Fine. You're gonna force me to tell the truth. I'm a fucking recluse.
Oh no!
Okay.
Well,
I
that
was
would
just
have
gonna say you hot claimed someone, something someone else hot claimed to me.
been good
Okay.
to know before we killed me based off bad info, but you know.
Okay, is there another outsider out there?
Yes,
I've
I
heard-
am.
That's too many.
I might be. I'm not very certain about.
It's a little important at this point.
Oh, wait, the info was off of Nor. Never mind.
What is the
Hanley
fortune
had-
teller info?
Hanley had his hand up quite a while ago. Hanley, did you have something that you wanted to say?
I just had a nomination, so I put it down so people could keep talking.
Okay, Nora, you could ask your question, then we'll open up noms.
What are the fortune teller pings?
It's Wazak and Ginger, yes. Then you and Seth, yes.
Ooh.
Nominations are open.
Also, Noor, just for the record, it's a Xan possible game. Any number of outsiders is possible.
I know.
Okay,
Hanley, you had wanted to nominate before.
Yeah, sure. I'll nominate Ginger.
Sure. Tell us why.
Ginger's in the last artist question, and I found it interesting that she didn't want to kill into lost information yesterday. And then we had a kill last night that again was outside that information. It all just socially makes it look like there could be an evil and a demon between Seth, Nor, and Ginger was the one nominating outside of that yesterday.
Ginger, your defense.
I think, if people want to go for it, that's absolutely fine. I think the lost information, while it's very strong, I don't know. I find it strange, the fact that we have a Shigenja and people wanted to kill the Shigenja instead of going into either the direction or even going further into the pings. At this point, I don't really care. I'm the general. I'm the one that's getting the slightly evils. So I'm close a world, but I also think you're going at the wrong world. That's it.
It will take 5 votes to put Ginger on the block in 3, 2, 1.
Would we believe that Jules and Angelo were more likely to stick the red herring on Ginger just because of the player and not because of the character?
5 is enough, and no, Wazak, I would almost never do that.
Nor nominates Seth.
Nor nominates Seth. Tell us why.
Hanley might be good. Shugenja receiving arbitrary information on Nocturne and Seth. I'm looking at Wazak as a potential minion as well in this world. One of Wazak or Andy, really. Seth being the demon in a non-Little Monster world.
Seth, why not?
There's a lot that has to go interestingly for that to... I don't disagree with your assessment, but I think that's a very niche world.
It'll take 5 to tie, 6 to execute, 3, 2, 1.
From my conversations with them today, I do not think Nocturne and Seth are on the same evil team.
I think we should either be killing Wazak or... I get killing Ginger, but...
Yeah, so let's get to killing Ginger then.
Second call for nomination.
Ginger has been acting socially good. Her information makes sense. I have nothing from Wazak.
Yeah, exactly.
And
there is information on Wazak that we should kill
Wazak. Wazak outed as an outsider, literally in town. So
it's all right. And
Wazak is also the 4th of the fortune teller yeses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against that. Also, Ginger did out me as the widow, so it's fine as well.
I did, but in that world, I'm not the demon, which means that you are Wazak. Ginger nominates Wazak.
Little monster game.
Why is that?
Well, Wazak told everyone I outed as the widow, which means I'm not the demon. But ultimately, if we have too many outsiders, I don't know all the information that's kind of out there. I think I could potentially be a good red herring, but I think we should start looking at an outsider, because I don't think that we necessarily have all outsiders in play. I've only heard of 2, but I guess people are hearing 4. So I think we should be suspicious.
Wazak.
Well, I think this is lovely. But yes, Ginger would make a wonderful red herring. But as an outed widow in a little monster game, I think it's quite happy where it is.
It'll take 5 to tie, 6 to execute Wazak in 3, 2, 1.
I would also just like to clarify, I would not be a self-poisoning widow.
Yeah, but no widow call.
At this point,
boy,
I don't think Lost and Ginger are on the same team. The Slightly Evil seems weird if you have an artist question narrowing things down that much. Unless it's Little Monster, then they could be.
I think this is fine. I just hope outside of the fortune teller we have other sources of ongoing info. But if we don't, that's also fine.
Final call.
Social game.
The day will be over in 10 seconds.
Ongoing info is overrated. One-time info is so much more powerful.
This night might affect it. I'm not an outsider. If
3, 2.
That would have been nice to know earlier, but thank you.
Ginger is executed. Ginger dies. Go to sleep.
It's with a certain creeping horror that I think Leroy Bot might be bluffing Zealot.
Oh no!
But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh man. Yeah, that we will.
We, I mean they, because there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
Nope. We can go ask him who he'd like to kill. Let's do that. Hey, just out of curiosity, Leroy, just because we were questioning it, what are you bluffing right now?
Oh yeah, I should make it so unobvious that even the storytellers can't figure it out. I'm actually gonna just go with Sweetheart, but I'm pretending to be claiming Zealot just for fun by voting on everything because I've only been telling people Outsider. Mm-hmm. My official claim is Sweetheart.
Okay, cool.
I wasn't too worried about it because I knew there wasn't a dreamer.
Makes sense. Who would you like to kill?
Let's get that fortune teller out of here with yeses. Let's kill Nocturne.
You select Nocturne. You got it.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal.
Extremely strong kill. Extremely strong. They have a seamstress. I mean, and a sage, but
people won games off one seamstress info before, so
trust me, Jules, I know. Trust me, I know. Right, let's go to Andy. Probably should use it today. Hello, Andy.
Hello. I think this much greed is enough. I'm gonna pick Seth and Leroy Bot.
You select Seth and Leroy Bot, and you learn that yes, they are on the same team.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay.
If that's good or bad.
I don't know either.
It depends where Andy's social reads lie, I guess.
Yeah. What night is it? It's night 3. Zon 3 is not out of the question.
Sure.
I mean, if Andy believes, like, this could frame Seth. Well, Seth is also claiming outside. Now I know why people are saying that there's 4 outsiders. Jesus. Oh my god. The artist question was, is the demon between Nocturne and Andy clockwise inclusive? It was a Zon 1, I told
were trying
Ross
to make
no.
it genuinely look like a Zon 2 with the marionette choice. The evil team are trying to make it look like a Zon 4, which is wild. Okay.
Great. I love this game. Let's go wake him up. Good morning, everyone. Good night forever, Nocturne.
Oh.
Take 4 minutes or so.
That is incredibly interesting with the Shukinja clockwise right on him publicly.
Yeah.
So we go for the other half?
I guess it is Imp and Vigor script, but...
It is.
So do we keep shooting into my information, or do we start going...
What did you see, Eskel?
You.
Love that for me.
So, like...
Thank you for not sharing that you're confirming me, because I hate being confirmed. Just take
it's
what I
way
have
more.
to my roll.
It's way more enjoyable to be confirming someone else who you're not actually confirming, and then hopefully letting the demon know that, and then having the demon kill them and be like, "Oh wait, no, final 3 is me, the player I'm confirming, and presumably the demon."
Oh, I love doing that. I get what you're doing. I like,
like-
making the person I'm confirming seem super suspicious.
Yeah, I mean the problem is getting you to be too suspicious, really. I think because I think Town would be inclined to execute you.
It's more that I think we're at a point where I need to start. Like, I've been solving, but maybe not persuading people, and we're not doing a really good job. I don't think.
Because I just kind of trust you on vibes. I'm the sage. I've been telling people other stuff to see if I'll get killed tonight. I probably won't. But we shall see. I kind of think that Nora and Ginger were pushing quite hard against your info, which is why I think they could be evil. And they're far enough away from the Shigenja for it to maybe still be accurate that it was a clockwise.
Yeah, because out of the 4 of them, it is Ginger and Nora fighting it the hardest, which is...
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't think a general dying on day 2 is like the end of the world. If it clears a world, like the artist info is a lot stronger to clear than general stuff.
Don't know what Hanley is. He gave me 2 that have been claimed elsewhere.
I know what Hanley is. He might be a good kill, but I'm not particularly worried about it right now. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be alive.
Nora's knocking. Can I let her in?
Sure. Hi, Nora.
Hello.
Leroy, are you the zealot?
No,
What are you?
the sweetheart.
Wazak's claiming zealot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading Wazak is a little socially evil. But
I was telling everyone outsider, so I was kind of just keeping up the zealot. I probably would have dropped if I thought it was like a bad vote, but I didn't think there was anything that I voted on that was bad.
So, Civ, Hanley is still alive.
It does feel like Hanley's just evil from the night kills.
And what he told me, well, but Minion?
With the exception of that it's Imp and Vigor script, though if it's an Imp or a Vigor, I definitely think...
Oh, little monster, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
And I should probably go talk to Hanley. I'm gonna run and do that.
Yeah. He might tell you the truth if you put enough pressure on him.
Is the loss just a marionette?
I don't know if that's a possibility, but it would make sense because the artist information and the Shigenja information doesn't really make sense. Because if you have in such a small, close proximity, why have the Shigenja go clockwise unless there's a minion that's closer, which would point directly to Hanley, or Nocturne, or Alyssa, or you?
Can I invite Nur in as well, since they just pinged me?
Yeah, I don't care. Hey, hello.
Hey, Nur.
Hi, Nocturne.
Oh.
What are you?
Fortune teller. I'm the one that got the yeses on Wazak and Ginger and Seth and yourself.
I don't know what Andy is then. What is Hanley?
Hanley, I have no idea. I do wonder whether the Shigenja information is just...
I think we go for Nor today.
Not against it.
Makes some sense.
No. So, but at the same time, so does Seth. Seth makes a lot of sense from what I've been hearing.
We can do that tomorrow if
I got
you.
Yeah.
My information says Seth can only be evil if Nocturne is evil, and I do not socially believe that Nocturne and Seth are in the same evil team.
I have information that says, good or not, Leroy and Seth are on the same team, so...
I have heard that.
Yes, but according to that information, I have 3 outsiders, and if there's 3 outsiders, it's a Xan game automatically, and that could be wrong.
Yeah.
What's up, Seth?
I would just like to point out the following. I feel very loved this game. There is a Shugenja pointing away from me. There's an artist pointing at me. There's a fortune teller pointing at me. There's a recluse involved. And there's seamstress info on me. I feel loved this game. Thank you, folks.
Ginger.
So this is something, one of the reasons why I was pushing against, I'm hitting the wrong button, pushing against the loss, really having to do with the fact that day one, I spoke to Nor, and we hard claim first conversation to each other. So Nor in my world is either exactly the recluse, or exactly the demon with a bluff, or a minion with a bluff immediately. With that being said, the lost information could be marionetted, which is one of the reasons why I was trying to point away from the circle, because it is such a niche thing, especially with the Shigenja information pointing away from the demon. They would either have to be arbitrary, or the minion would have to be significantly closer than the demon per the Shigenja information and the lost information to make sense.
Wazak.
Yeah, I'll nominate if they're open.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, time to make Seth feel even more loved.
Sorry, I wanted to get a cat because we have cats and stuff.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable.
Wazak, to Seth, why?
Yes. I think Seth clearly laid it out lovingly himself.
Seth, your defense?
I mean, this makes sense for the evil team to want to get off the board, I suppose.
It'll take 4 votes in 3, 2, 1.
You could not build me a world where Seth is evil. I don't know why Wazak's pushing this so much.
I don't.
Because he wants to be loved. And I want to give him as much love as I can.
Yeah, I'm confused.
One is not
We
enough.
kill.
I'm gonna
Hanley,
nominate
right?
Hanley.
Yeah.
Or nominates Hanley. Why?
Back to day one. I want to act on Civ's information. I socially trust Civ, and I think Hanley's the evil one in the shot clockwise. It could be arbitrary with Hanley and the Lost and Tony.
Hanley?
I socially trust Civ too. If you're gonna keep on this, you can kill me. That's fine. I just reads evil to me, and I think Ginger's probably evil too.
It'll take 4 votes in 3, 2, 1.
Hanley, I always read evil.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nocturne, you
I
don't even
want
give-
to believe that the demon wouldn't kill Hanley's neighbors if Hanley was the evil one with this very public info.
Yeah, why would I just point
I
at
could be
myself?
wrong. This is still something we should probably clear. I just don't buy it.
The Lost and Tony.
The Lost and Tony will nominate Nor.
Okay, why?
Well, if my information is marionetted, neither Seth nor Nor have told me, and at this point I'm pretty damn certain they would. Nor and Ginger seem to be the ones going against my information the most out of the 4. I just don't see... I don't see anything that makes this seem like a bad idea, at least.
Your defense, Nor.
Oh, here's why it's a bad idea, the Lost and Tony. I am librarian confirmed, which I'm not a fan of, but it's the truth.
It'll take 4 votes to tie, 5 to execute Nor in 3, 2, 1.
Did the librarian lie to Nor, or did the librarian lie to me?
Genuinely me. Let's see.
I have
Try this.
a different librarian who is confirming a different player.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Like Noor is just
Second
spitting
call.
out
Yeah,
lies.
Besides, the librarian is confirming me.
No.
We should have killed Noor, but there's always tomorrow.
We should have, but this time. I'm the sage, by the way.
Yeah, I had that from Hanley first chat.
If you want to
Why,
kill me,
why I didn't really want to push on him.
if you want to kill me, you'd have to build a world where the librarian is also evil with me.
There just is no library.
But I have a different librarian information, so like I'm confused.
Yes,
Yeah.
They lied about their initial information for a reason that they explained to me, and that reason makes sense.
Ginger,
Okay.
what's up?
Oh, I was just wanted to ask, Alyssa, did you out what you were after you died?
Oh, I was a monk.
Final call. The day will be over in about 10 seconds.
Let me guess, that librarian is Eskill.
Oh yeah, I'm the librarian.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hanley is executed and dies.
Bye.
Go to sleep.
Oof, getting rough.
Yeah, it is getting rough. Let's just get the kill. Hello.
Oh, I think it's finally safe to kill me with a sweetheart because I can't even drunk anyone important at this point. And I'll be telling Town that. That's fine. Ah. Let's kill Andy, please.
You select Andy. You got it.
Thank you.
Hmm?
His information makes me look evil, so I think I should kill him.
Yeah. Sure.
To make it more true. Bye.
Yeah. Cool. Andy dead.
Play into the meta.
Yeah, and when we say that it's looking rough, it's that Leroy is just incredibly not the demon here. There's so many reasons why Leroy is not the demon. Town is going to have to rely on socials to get out of this this predicament. There's literally nothing else to do. Yeah. I think it's been a good game so far, though. I think the information, like you mentioned in chat, like they're following their information.
Like the Eskel-Nor alliance is pretty strong. Town sounded like they were going to start prying that apart tomorrow.
They're prying it apart, I think, because the way that they did it, didn't get bought by Town. Town doesn't buy them and how they did it. Which is unfortunate for them. I don't think that they made any bad plays. I think I understand why Eskel wanted to.
Eskel's play was very good in a world where you're trying to like bamboozle evil as to where the correct kills are.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wake him up and set him loose.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. Andy has died in the night. Take some time.
Nocturne's the fortune teller.
Yeah. I realized that exactly when.
Alright. I think Eskel or Wazak's the demon.
Okay, and you checked Seth against Leroy bot?
Leroy, yep.
Okay, and you got a yes.
Leroy.
Okay, I am down
Nice
over a mayor win. But
Oh, no.
why? Civ was executed. We executed Lost and Tony, and we, in that way, clear the possibility of having Vic killed minions if this is a Vigor game. Vic Zahn, next to the mayor, poisoning the mayor. I am surprised.
No, I think we won't need to. We will kill you today and the game will end.
Andy, please, you're in a tunnel. I am genuinely the recluse. Eskel is librarian confirming me. I know you haven't played with me in a while, but I'm just...
No, it's just not the case. Like,
like what is going on, Eskel?
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
I spoke to Wozak, and Wozak claimed outsider, and I was like, hey, do you want to be librarian confirmed instead of my real outsider?
Okay.
And Wozak was like, yeah, sure, and we hope to get Wozak killed instead of the real outsider. I told Wozak my pings, but not which outsider. So Wozak knew that Nor or Hanley, as it turns out, was my other ping. But yeah. And your two picks were again?
Leroy and Seth. Night 3 was a yes.
So,
and given I'm not in 3 outsiders or real world, I believe that information.
Anything like that. Like, that's...
No.
We can't do that on this. So, like...
No.
And anyone dead can be evil. To be fair, Vigor is...
Yeah.
But Vigor with Zahn works. So... Can I trust your fortune teller information? Who knows?
No, not really, especially with Noor's claim. So between Noor and Seth, with Noor claiming recluse, we can't trust any of that. The night 1 info, if we want to trust it, we'd have to kill Wazuk. In that respect, because Ginger's now dead. But like I say, I can see a very possible Ginger being the red herring world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. With this library information, I can now like slightly more trust Noor, because, well, I didn't fully get librarian from Eskel's first conversation, but he, claimed to be the spy, which is, well, I asked the same question to you, him to ask you like which evil role it would be, and he has a spy immediately. Well, Widow actually, I guess
Yeah. I mean,
so like,
yeah,
he would have to be.
Don't trust you, I trust less than Tony. It's just simple as that.
Okay, that's very backwards from what I'm seeing, so okay.
Thank you, Seth.
Anyway. But no, I agree with you, Nor. We should probably do that.
Welcome back, everyone. Take some time to chat. I think I may have seen Nora's hand first.
Yeah, this is my pitch for town. I recognize a lot of people don't trust me. I am the recluse. Esco's a little shady, and so am I. But I am librarian confirmed. I don't know if the demon is a vigor mortis or a little monster, but I trust Seth. If Andy's good, Seth and Leroy Bot are good, and I want to go for the mayor win. I want to rule out the possibilities of the mayor being poisoned by a vigor killed minion, and preferably kill the Lost and Tony today. If town really wants to kill me, I'm okay with that. We will lose, but my preference is to go for the mayor win.
Civ.
I trust absolutely that Seth is good. The seamstress information is clearing Leroy. I trust Nor at this point. We've got 3 kills left, or we've got 2 kills left, and I've got 3 candidates. I'd love to kill 2 of Wazak, Eskil, Lost, and Tony. I think Wazak's my top demon candidate, but I understand Nor's reasoning for wanting to go for Lost. I don't think we're getting a mayor win if Seth's distrusted. I think he just dies.
Yeah.
Lost and Tony.
I was gonna say.
If killing me helps you think that if it's never mind. No, I understand what you're saying now. Never mind.
Alisa and then Noms are open.
I think the reason why I trust both Eskil and No that they independently in their first conversations have claimed what they are. Well, Eskil didn't fully, but close enough that I believe his claim. So I would just, there's not evil in one of those two. And I think if we kill someone today, we kill Wazak.
Nominations are open. We'll go to Andy.
I'm not really against killing Wazak today, but I probably would prefer the in quotes confirmation-based split. And about Lost and Tony, I think they're only evil in a little master world. Like, not necessarily, but I'll give you the pitch and you decide. One thing I said, they had this claim from start of the game. To add to that, if you didn't know, I'm the seamstress. I was spent until night 3. Last knew this, and I wasn't touched.
Wazak.
I'm not against me. If I get nominated, I get to put my hand down finally. I'm not against it. I have a world where, nicely convoluted one, I feel the Lost is the marionettes whose question pointed in the wrong direction. I think Eskil is a self-poisoning widow who's using his hiding as a librarian to be able to confirm Nur, which would also work with a marionette.
The Lost will nominate Nor.
Alright, why?
Again, if I'm the marionette, neither Nor or Seth have told me, and it's criminal at this point since I'm pushing on basically both of them. Not evenly, but they are being pushed on by me. If I'm happy to die if need be. I think we need to get Nor off the board, though.
Nor, your defense.
Is the evil team the Lost and Tony, Wazak, and Andy? No, thank you.
It'll take 3 votes. 3. I can count. 2, 1.
That is the good world.
Doesn't
work with any of the information.
Honestly, I was leaning Nor, but now I'm leaning Wazak.
I want to go for the Lost.
We can kill Eskil.
I want to nominate the Lost and Tony.
Sure. Why?
I want to protect Seth, the mayor, and the Lost and Tony could be the demon the more I think about it. I think we need to spend 1 dead vote.
The Lost and Tony.
I don't think we do. I can vote.
You're
Who is
muted.
5
Yeah, you're muted, Lost, if you're talking.
No, that's my defense. I put my hand up. This is ridiculous.
I will
It will take 3 votes. In 3, 2...
This isn't right.
Protecting the mayor from vigor poison doesn't matter when we have a sweetheart. They just
This is the only kill that doesn't make sense.
We should kill Wazak.
If there's no mayor win.
I don't have a choice in this.
5 is enough.
There is.
This seems really silly.
We are
There
never
is
getting
the
a mayor win.
fortune teller yes on Wazak, remember, from night 1.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
But-
nominate myself then, please.
I didn't think about it till now.
Nominates Wazak. Why?
There we go.
It'll take 5 votes if you'd like to tie, 6 to execute Wazak in 3, 2, 1.
Like my candidates for the last 2 kills were probably going to be lost in Wazak anyway. So, like if it's lost today, it's not a.
I have told people the world that I see. If it's not right, so be it. I can live with it.
7 is enough.
This
Wazak
is
is on the
wild.
block. Second call.
Definitely wrong.
Second call.
I have no choice but to vote on myself.
Well, no, you don't. Oh, we are at 6.
And yes.
I want to see if you would. That was
I
one
have
thing
no
would do if you
choice. I have voted on myself every damn time I've been nominated.
I mean, if you're a minion there, you probably just drop him out.
Yeah, good. That was the. Did we just?
I mean, there's no way Wozak wasn't getting executed when
Yeah.
he got to vote on himself. So like,
That's
why
true.
drop the bluff?
Yeah.
I think this was a better execution. You're correct.
Final call. The day will be over in about 10 seconds.
Sorry. Seth.
What, Wazak, you said that you've put your world out to people.
Yep.
What is your world? I don't remember hearing it.
4,
The Lost is the marionettes. Esco. I'll let Angelo finish it. We'll do it.
1. Wazak is executed and dies. Go to sleep.
Ooh, spicy.
This is great. Yeah, we have nothing to do but get a kill. Oh my word. This has been a game. Let's go
It'd be
pull.
great if Seth dies tonight, I think, but we'll see if they decide to go that way with it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you kill the Lost here? If damn near everybody in town thinks that the Lost is a terrible kill?
Lost just got lifted.
That's also fair.
Right. Lost is also like Civ is very trusted, and Civ thinks the Lost is one of the best executions. But also, like, Seth is a very confirmed mayor. So if he dies, everyone, that's perfectly plausible, and it makes Leroy Bot look better.
Interesting. Cool. Let's get Leroy Bot in here, see what he does.
Hello. I must kill Seth. I must kill Seth and only Seth.
You're selecting Seth. You got it.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
Alright. Which of his neighbors do we poison?
Oh my god. In case a bone collector travels in, we do not want a Shugenja pointing at Seth.
Fair enough.
Alright. Seth is dead. Has that ability that doesn't matter right now. Cool. So then this is Final Four. They probably sleep, and then Leroy kills the Lost? Question mark? And then it's between. And then the final 3 is the demon and a librarian recluse confirmation chain.
Let me tell you, as a good player, seeing that confirmation pair make it into the final 3, I would be enraged.
Mega sus. Let's go. Good morning, town, except for your friendly neighborhood Seth. This is your final
Yay!
four. This is likely,
Mayor, we are protecting.
this is
Sorry,
likely your final opportunity for private chats, and you have just about 2 minutes to do so. Use them wisely.
Fun.
I'm pretty sure you just don't bounce there.
On this game.
I don't
What's your
either.
fortune teller info? Seth, Noor, yes.
Yep. Night 1 was Ginger. Night 2 Seth Noor. Yes, he's on both pairs. I can see a very valid world where Noor and the Lost and Hanley would be the evil team, I think. With the Lost being the marionette.
If the demon is a moving demon, well, if Little Monster it has already moved, we cannot know about that. But it's never an imp, right? Like, Noor doesn't fight this much, just star passes, I think.
Yeah, I don't see an imp world. And actually, with Noor's, it would have to be Noor and Esco, because Esco's clearing, Noor isn't he? If we believe the
At this point, so yeah, I'm good either way with that, but still.
Yeah.
I think you have to kill You know what would be weird? I think you have to kill. This is complicated.
The Lost and Tony or Eskel, I think, are the kills, but
The
the Lost and Tony did get lifted, so I think Eskel's the better kill.
I think Eskel's the kill tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also a demon would kill Eskel.
Yep. All right.
To make it look that way.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
That's
And
what's
the Lost.
off.
That's
And
what
Lost.
Who's your demon, Wazak?
Oh, I think it's Low Monster. So
Okay, but who are the three evils?
Who's
Like, you
our
have
kill?
Eskel as one.
Eskel, the Lost, and I hate to say it yourself, Hanley. Like, I feel that Civ's Genja information would be arbitrary between yourself and the Lost.
Yeah, in Little Monster Worlds, it maybe makes sense that the storytellers kind of framed me there by killing around me, but obviously I'm not living in that world because it's wrong.
Time will tell.
So I will tell. I can see how it works from your perspective.
Yeah.
Welcome back, folks. Take some time to chat before noms open.
There's surely an Evil Dead, right?
There is a weird world, a very weird world at this point, where you're the only good player. But
How does that work with Civ's information?
If my information is correct, there must be an Evil Dead.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Because
yeah.
You'd need at least one evil counterclockwise for me to have 3 evil alive.
That's a yeah.
I need to let my doctor quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, for me it's a 50-50 between the Lost and Tony and I don't know. Not the Lost and Tony and Eskel. I never finished my thought.
Good, you're in my world now.
Does Xan 1 work at all? Like with Leroy and Noor as evil? It seems unlikely to me.
Nominations are open.
Seth needs to be evil in that world.
I'm wondering
because of my seamstress, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, so I think we're fine to sleep then.
I'd sleep.
Nice and efficient.
Okay, Leroy's calling for sleep. It sounds like Noor, you're good for sleep. Lost and
I'm
Tony.
good for sleep.
And Eskil. All right, folks. Nobody's executed. Nobody dies. The Vortox wins.
Hooray.
Good night.
Well, somebody mentioned Xaan 1.
Yeah.
They talked themselves out of it almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. Andi is not in Xaan 1 Worlds. Let's go see which one is going to get the key. Whose door are you unlocking tonight so you could kill in their sleep? And then fly away on wings.
Eskel, please.
Eskel? Okay, you got it.
Make it quick, though. We'll be nice.
Okay, yeah, sure. Understood. You've sharpened your keyblade, and it happens quickly. Okay. I don't know what the right kill is there.
I trust, like,
Noor?
Leroy and Seth discussed it, and Seth recommended Eskel, so I think that's probably...
I think Eskel's as good as
whatever
Noor.
world they happen to be building. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we have a sweetheart, a recluse, and an artist still alive, so we don't need to waste any time. Let's go do it. Good morning, everyone. Bad morning for Eskel. This is your final 3. Leroy Bot, Noor,
Why am I not dead?
and the Lost and Tony.
Oh,
Private
God.
chats are closed. You have a little bit of time. You'll eventually see a timer pop up in the center. That'll be a timer for final call. It is open conversations right now.
That's the kill I would make.
Is this the last attempt? Is this a Nor's last attempt to...
Leroy, I'm genuinely just good. I promise. The only thing I'm worried about is Andy used his seamstress ability night 3, which actually that wouldn't matter if you're not an outsider, because the seamstress information would have been correct. So the only world where you're evil, Leroy Bot, is Andy is evil with you. So we need to decide who's evil between Andy and Wazak, and if you're evil with Andy.
Ginger.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the full worlds when it comes to everything. I just think it's strange if we believe Civ's information is sober and healthy, and if we also are living in a world that the Lost potentially is the marionette. Why would you not have the Shigenja go counterclockwise, especially towards a recluse, unless they were significantly closer to an actual minion, which would have to make Nocturne. But let's in the world say that Hanley is in fact a minion. Why would you point the Shigenja towards a real minion and not towards a marionette who believes that they're gonna be good and socially reads better? I think that's weird.
I would go the other way around. It makes the Lost look more believable if it's pointing the other way.
I have another crazy world.
Go for it.
The Seamstress Yes from Andy was on 2 evil players. The Lost has correct information. Nocturne, the fortune teller, is evil. Civ received arbitrary information. And the evil team is Nocturne, Seth, and Leroy.
I don't believe Nocturne puts a yes on Seth if Seth was the demon.
Nocturne. Oh.
Nominations are definitely open. You have 3 minutes until final call. I will do a 10-second countdown.
That's why I was saying on day 3 that I didn't think they're on the same.
The Lost will nominate Nor.
The Lost and Tony nominates Nor. Why?
In my world, it's Nor or nothing as far as I'm concerned. We've been rivals this entire game, and this is the only thing that makes sense to me.
Nor your defense.
I don't think we've been rivals. I actually I helped lift off of you too, Wazak. I'm trying to build worlds where people the Lost, and then you quick nominated me, which to me reads evil. I can't tell if you're the I'm trying to see if there's a world where you're good.
It'll take 2 votes to put Nor on the block in 3, 2, 1.
As far as I know, I'm good.
Voted on herself, to die, and is the demon here?
I've seen it happen before.
I've absolutely seen it.
4 is enough. No, Nor is on the block with 4. Yes, Nor.
Is it Leroy or the Lost? Who's evil with the Lost and Tony?
I think it's the Lost.
It depends on whether you think Wasuk is good or not. If Wasuk's good, Leroy has to be evil, I think. I don't think it's a Zon 3.
I really worry it's Leroy.
Leroy can't be evil if it's not a Zon 3 because Seth is good.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Andy might just be evil.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Leroy is starting evil, Andy is a bigger killed minion or something.
I would... assuming that I am sober and healthy, I got slightly evil on night 1 and night 2. The Lost was putting her information out on day 1, which would, I think, then point everyone kind of down in the circle. I don't know. But also paint the Lost good. I think it's the Lost. Per Andy's information, it has to put Seth and Leroy together, or Andy is evil. And and Andy might be evil, but I'm not reading Andy as evil. So I think it's the Lost.
I'll go with what Town wants. I will nominate the Lost and Tony.
Nor nominates the Lost and Tony. Why?
I think this is the simplest world, and if it's you, Leroy Bod, GG. You've got me before.
Lost and Tony.
I mean, if this is how Town wants to lose.
It'll take 4 votes to tie, 5 to execute the Lost and Tony in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't know it was a heretic game.
This looks wrong.
Yep.
Hate those vibes.
We hope we are wrong.
Enough. The Lost and Tony is executed and dies. Excuse me. And inevitably, the game is over. And I can tell you that the evil team has won.
Leroy.
You have just executed the Lost and Tony, your artist, who asked her artist question on day 1 if the demon was between Nocturne and Andy, clockwise inclusive. We told the Lost and Tony no. That is because your mayor, trusted to high heaven, was your Xaan. Nor was the recluse, confirmed by librarian Eskel. Nor was your only outsider in this game. If everyone can just take a look at Wazak's camera real quick, as he's understanding what is just happened, as he has won with the evil team as the marionette to Leroy Bot's Vigor Mortis. Andi is your seamstress who learned a correct yes between Seth and Leroy Bot. Ginger was your general who learned incorrect information the first night. We thought that good was, we thought that evil was strongly winning, I believe, on night 1. We gave Ginger a slightly evil because of the night 1 poisoning. Then we corrected that to slightly evil on the second night, which is what we truly thought it was on night 2. Siv, your Shugenja, was Xaan poisoned and did not get the direction of the Xaan, got instead the direction of the fortune teller Nocturne. Nocturne got an incorrect yes night 1 on Wazak the marionette and Ginger the general, then got a correct-ish yes on Nor the recluse and Seth the Xaan. Hanley was your sage and the red herring who did not get tagged, and Elisa was your monk who did not successfully protect anyone. Something that we did specifically for this game, and I think this was a super cool idea, Jules. We wanted to specifically mess with the Xaan number by forcing a one outsider by not putting a demon in the bag. So we did not put a demon into the bag. Leroy Bot drew the Dreamer token, and we were going to make one of Wazak or Nor the marionette to force a Xaan 1, and then just put a demon next to them. We chose Wazak, and we chose Leroy.
Yeah. I think Leroy did a great job with that outsider. Building worlds where 2 outsiders are evil is hard. Especially when one of them is the marionette and really believes they're good.
Andy, remember when I told you got a yes on
No.
players?
We should have killed you day 3. Like you shouldn't be in final 3.
There was a point when Jules and I were like, is Leroy Bot bluffing Zealot? Because marionette was a Zealot. So that would have ended badly.
Yeah.
I was telling people outsiders, so I was keeping up Zealot, so it would be ambiguous.
I almost nominated Leroy because I was...
Oh, you were so close.
Yeah, yep. But I just wanted to go with what Town wanted.
I almost even offered that I would just nominate the Lost for you.
It was so weird that Leroy didn't die that last night. Like, I told Eskil on Final 4, I'm pretty sure if we sleep here, Leroy just dies.
Yeah, of course.
And then he didn't. Maybe I should have pushed on that a little more, but I don't think I ever would have ended up in that world.
When Seth died at night, I immediately started looking at Seth as evil, Leroy's evil with him. Wazak I already had down as probably evil, just not the marionette.
Yep. I didn't even have...
I now notice Seth and Leroy. So, night 3 I used my ability, immediately grab Seth and Leroy into the chat. Hey, you're a seamstress? Yes. I didn't notice I was talking to the demon and the Xaan.
You left that chat, Andy, and Seth and Leroy and myself stay back, and Seth's like, "Yep, that's definitely a seamstress. Yes."
I really tried to make the Xaan 1 work. I thought it could be a Xaan 1, but it was tough. I just never thought Lost was the target there. It was Nora, it was Leroy.
Yeah, I apologize for that tunnel. That fucked us. I'm sorry.
It's all good, Lot. I think your question wasn't bad. I think that the little monster being on script does make it a little bit like less powerful, but I don't think that you made any bad calls.
It's dangerous with Recluse on script too, but you managed to not hit the Recluse. So good job with that.
Yeah.